Is Mormonism Christian? It's a big question. It's been addressed by scholars. Obviously, it's been addressed by many people on YouTube. If you've seen the videos, Jeff Durbin from Apologia Ministries addresses it. Dr. White from Alpha and Omega Ministries addresses it. I think I have both of those videos favorited. But I've been getting a lot of email and a lot of responses to some of my videos in regards to this question. And that question hasn't been asked or directed at me in the sense that a Mormon asking me, why don't you think that Christians or that Mormons are Christian? So I haven't had to approach it, but I've been on YouTube now for a while, just been kind of checking out the videos and just listening to some of the debates that go on, not just on YouTube, but actual formal debates between Christians and Mormons. And there are a lot of things that actually do separate Christianity from Mormonism, and those things are important. I came up with a point in my head that I wanted to express to you this evening, and it goes something like this. If a Mormon can deny the fundamental historical affirmations of the Christian faith, if a Mormon can deny fundamental doctrines of the Bible, of biblical teaching, if they can deny those and still stand and say, I'm Christian, if they can do that, then it would be equivalent as me saying, I don't believe in Joseph Smith, I don't believe he was a prophet, I don't believe in the golden plates, I don't believe that God was once a man, and that man may become like God. If I denied those things and said I was still Mormon, what would a Mormon say? A Mormon would say, you're out of your mind, you're not a Mormon. Yet they can deny everything that Christians have believed for thousands of years and still say, but we're Christian. See, that's a conflict. That's a problem. And in this video, I wanted to address a few things. The dividing lines between Christianity and Mormonism could go on forever. It's a topic that we could talk about literally for days. But here, I just want to go over some of the things that separate, some of the small things that separate Mormonism from Christianity. And I've got a few listed here. Temple endowments, atonement in the Garden of Eden, the 3 degrees of heaven or 3 glories of heaven, mother in heaven, eternal progression or henotheism, Aaronic priesthood, God was once a man, eternal matter, conception of Jesus, plurality of gods, polytheism, the word of wisdom, the premortal existence for men, except Jesus is the only one that we believe had a premortal existence. Blood atonement, which I know it's not practiced in the church anymore, but it was at one time. You can say that doesn't matter. It does matter. It doesn't. It's not a big deal. Satan and Jesus being spiritual brothers. Like I said, ability for men to become gods. Baptism for the dead, of course, that's a big one. Eternal marriage. And Jesus, a created being. And those are the things that those are some of the main things that separate Mormonism from Christianity. And most people think that those things are found in the Book of Mormon. And what amazes me, and I don't even think most Mormons realize it, is that the Book of Mormon teaches the same things that were taught in the 19th century Christianity, mainstream Christianity. The Book of Mormon teaches those same things, and I got a few here. The ontology of God, the Trinity, the incarnation of God as Jesus, spiritual rebirth, the missionary zeal, divine healing, a baptism of the Holy Spirit, the traditional Virgin Mary theology, and the law of Moses. And people think, well, all those things are denied in the Book of Mormon, and they're not. The problem where you'll find most of the differences between Christianity and Mormonism, you're going to find in the Doctrines and Covenants, in the Pearl of Great Price, and just the traditional teachings of the Mormon Church. those are just basically just some basic things. There are some bigger things, such as, like I mentioned, polytheism. And if you ask a Mormon, are you a polytheist? They'll say no. They'll say, I worship only one God. We worship only one God. There's only one God of this earth. But they do believe in the existence of many gods. And that is the definition of polytheism. And I don't think most Mormons realize that. Is polytheism is not the worship. It is the worship or belief in many gods. So if you believe there are many gods in the cosmos, then you are a polytheist. Monotheism is the belief and worship of only one God. You believe in only one God, you worship only one God. That's the definition of monotheism. And Mormons don't believe that. And that's, in my opinion, that's one of the biggest dividing lines between Christianity and Mormonism. I might go on with a couple more videos, or another video talking about the dividing lines between Christianity and Mormonism. For right now, this is the only one I'm going to do. I'm sure I'm going to get some disputes, some people who are going to disagree on certain points, because I didn't give any references in this video. If you've seen my other videos, then you know I reference everything I talk about. I didn't have enough time to get them all together, but I promise you they're there, and I promise you I already have them. So if you want to send me a message regarding one of the topics I brought up, or one of the dividing lines, then just shoot me a message, and I'll get those sites for you, those references, so you can see them for yourself. But I would appreciate comments, any disputes. If you just want to kind of debate any certain topic that I brought up in this video, that'd be fine as well. All right, thanks.